Hello everyone! We are here with some of our guitars because we've been promising introducing you to the names and everything of our instruments, and we have way too many instruments to put them into one video, so we're going to do 4 to start off.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with this one. This one's really, really special to me. This is a 1980 Gibson J50 acoustic guitar. It's even got the original sticker on the inside. And of course, true to the era of like late 70s-ish guitars, it has the metal tuners there. But my dad bought this guitar when I was a newborn. In fact, my mom, as the legend goes in my family, my mom had me like with her at the guitar store when they bought it. So I was just a newborn when he picked this up. My dad learned on this guitar and I learned on this guitar. He gave it to me years ago so that I could enjoy it. Now, it's a brighter in tone. It's a little bit brighter in tone than the J45, which Brian will talk to you about that one later. But, so it's great for picking and stuff like that, and we've had it on a lot of our country tunes. It's a huge guitar, though, like, for learning it in my teen years.
Sarah calls it the Marty McFly guitar.
Yeah, it just seems ginormous. But anyway, yeah, so this... This guitar is called Knuckles O'Toole.
Yes.
Weirdly, this is, I think, the only guitar... Or no, I guess there are other ones that are like real people. But anyway, Knuckles O'Toole was a real person. He was like a honky-tonk piano player. Doesn't make sense that we're calling a guitar that. But Brian and I had been at a flea market. This was years and years and years ago. And we always loved to go and like dig around for vinyl. And we came across the picture of this guy who just looked like... I don't know, someone that would play honky-tonk piano and stuff, and his name was Knuckles O'Toole, and both of us were like, oh my gosh, that's the guitar. Like, we just knew that that's what it was, because it's just, I don't know, it's like a honky-tonk guitar. Playing some fun little country tunes, and so we call this one Knuckles. And also, whenever people say that thing of like, oh, if there's a fire or something, what's the first thing that you would grab? I'd grab this, because it's just very special to me. Okay, so in my... very foolish teen years, I actually flew with this thing in the original case, which is not, it's not one that you can lock, and I checked this guitar flying from Iowa to California and back. Didn't even have any qualms about it, didn't even worry about it. It was totally fine. I don't know how.
So we'd never do that now. We
would never do that now. Oh my gosh. But as a teenager, I'm just like, whatever. So this guitar is a miracle. It survived.
Yep.
So there you go. This is Knuckles.
You good? Alright, so the next guitar is this one. This is a 1978 Guild D25 M4 Mahogany. And it is the most beautiful sounding guitar in the entire world. In the 70s, Guild made amazing guitars. It's got like, it's all mahogany, it's got the bowed back. It just sounds so gorgeous. And it's my mom's guitar. My mom grew up playing this guitar. She bought it from my uncle, who bought it brand new at Quigley Music, which still has the sticker in here, Quigley Music in Kansas City, Missouri. And she bought it from my uncle at one point when she wanted to start learning guitar and writing songs, and it's just been a total fixture through my whole life. I learned guitar on this one. It's been through the ringer. It's been in a lot of dorm rooms. It stayed with my brother and in a house full of like 10 dudes in New York City for a while, so it's got a bunch of dings and scratches all over it, but it's awesome. It's my favorite sounding guitar ever. So here, I'll just play something for you.
What's the name?
Oh, I forgot the name. This is Grace. My mom named this guitar Grace, which is also my sister's middle name. But anyway, yeah, this is my favorite guitar ever. There you go.
Okay, so the next one here is a 1959 Gibson ES 125T. T stands for thin line. Look at that. Regular 125s are like twice as thick. Everything is original. It's in immaculate condition. This is the original P90 pickup. Even the original strap here. Check out this rockin' thing. And it doesn't actually have a name because we're just babysitting this for my Uncle Joey. This belonged to my grandfather. And the reason it's in such good condition is because pretty sure it stayed under his bed for like 60 years or something like that. I think he even had original strings on it for a long time. So we get to have this on loan for the time being. We're so appreciative. Hi, Uncle Joey and Aunt Debbie. So we do kind of call it Joe in honor of my uncle and my grandfather. But if you want to hear what it sounds like, I'm going to turn on. This is also the original amp that my grandfather bought. So it's a 1959 Gibson Skylark. I'm going to pop it on here in the back. Play a little chord for you. Oh, it's not warmed up yet. Here we go.
Yes, the sound of the 50s.
This is the sound of 1959, everybody. How about that? Nice.
Okay, this is the last guitar we're going to do in this video. In this one, I play more than any other instrument we have. It's a 2005 Gibson J45, and this is on almost every single Well Pennies recording, and this is what we tour with, and it is the most buttery smooth sounding guitar ever. And it's really not fair though, because when I first bought it back in 2005, I took it to our friend Chuck Sanzone, who's a master luthier. He builds violins and guitars up in Vermont. Hey Chuck. And he took the thing apart and put it back together the right way, and it sounds amazing. So many people play this guitar and they're like, oh, I gotta get a J45, and then, you know, it doesn't always sound the same when they get theirs. So, but anyway, other than Chuck's work, I've put like new tuning pegs on it. It's got like a different pickup in it. I get new machine heads every few years because they drive me crazy. These are the Waverlys, which were a gift actually from my dad. Hi, Dad. And I love them. They're my favorite ones I've had on there so far. Waverly Tuners are great. But yeah, this has kind of a funny story about the name of this guitar. So when I bought it, I was trying to come up with a cool name for it, and Sarah thought it would be funny to try to sneak in a name, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the 80s music era, and so Sarah started calling this Debbie after Debbie Gibson, and it just kind of stuck. I don't know what happened. But now I love the name Debbie Gibson now. So Debbie Gibson, if you're out there watching this is named after you. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
You want to hear this?
Little ditty.
I'll play a little country music.
Little close-up action. Thanks for listening to us, guys.
Yes. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.